Hello and welcome. I'm going to turn down the sound here shortly. But this is a game that I have always wanted to play. As a fan of anime and this style of thing, I hear this is very cute and a nice story about these four girls and their literature club where nothing terrible happens whatsoever. That prefaced, this is the spooky season, and you know that there's a reason I'm playing this. So let's get started. Hey! No, I'm not going to be able to do voices very well. I would love to be able to do different voices for all these characters in this, but sadly, my vocal cords will probably not let me. Hey! Okay, where's controls? Is it the mouse? Do I have to use the mouse? I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. This girl is Sayori, my neighbor, good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. This just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. So this is that character. Okay, so this is, yeah. I'm going to be commenting on anime stereotypes throughout this. Oh, we need to do this, actually, so I can see how long I've been recording. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Holly. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. What? Why would you talk like this? Why is my character such a jerk? Fine. Come on, what is wrong with this? You did wait for me after all. I mean, this is a romantic game, like, right? You're supposed to form bonds with these girls or something, I think. I don't know anything about this. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. I mean, I'm honest. I have no spoilers for this whatsoever. I know what it is, but I don't know anything about what it is. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Holly, have you decided on that club join yet? Club? I told you already. I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I just want to be part of the go home club. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sarah likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I knew you'd be happy. You're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I can hear it in Japanese in my head. Not like the actual words, but just like what it would sound like if it was an anime. I'll give a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promise, though. I am a huge weeb, and I've been getting way more into anime these last couple of years, getting back into it. Watching a lot of the more recent series that I've missed in like the last decade or so of getting out of watching anime. So you have to excuse me. I will talk about anime tropes a lot throughout. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Hey, the school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before we know it. Okay, good. We don't have to go through everything. As I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into a classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I'm the terrible person here, not her. She's just an extrovert. I thought I'd catch you coming into the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. I just recently watched Bocchi the Rock, and that is a fantastic anime if you're a introvert and you want to like have a character that you can identify with. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. It's going to make you later in your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... You know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sorry. Yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. That she was the first one to show interest as the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Can't I get dialogue choices for this? It'd be great if I could choose what I do, how I react to some of this. I thought this was gonna have that. Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring a new member. And that's you made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. She doesn't act like an airhead at all. I let it alongside. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Hi. Okay, we get to go to the... And today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Oh, nice phrasing of words there. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit because being generally used for third-year classes and activities. So I don't, cupcakes in real life. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to our literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? Okay, I have to be a boy in this? Aww. That's another thing. I was kind of hoping I wasn't supposed to be a boy. I mean, I guess the thing I overheard. Seriously? You brought a boy? You didn't kill the atmosphere. Ah, Holly, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh, come on, don't... This is better... Okay, preface this. I hate this type of character. I don't want to be this type of character. I really hope that this is worth it. That I have to be this type of character. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? You want to say something? Say it. So sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the only one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, but then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears really more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I know the last girl's name. It's the only thing I know about this game is her name is Monica. Well, nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Holly. What? I can save the game right here. It recommended I do so. Okay. I didn't bring that up. Or maybe I hit this by accident. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Why are they all in this literature club then? Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... So I'm just one of those really perverted, kind of gross anime characters. Great. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Holly. Make room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. But I'll make some tea as well. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a web tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Okay, that's where they could have had a choice there. Just saying. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Now this is the basic version, so there are updates to this that were made later that maybe give you more dialogue choices or let you do more stuff, I don't know. I'm just not sure how this is really a game other than just being a visual novel if I don't even get to interact at all. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated with little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. Kawaii na! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks to her mouth, ferocious, and already has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Hey, Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing's sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, you naive dummy! Baka! Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, this is the hot cup of tea helping you do good work. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. No. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know... To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader! Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting off all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Well, you're all fun, so to make school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. So this is the type of anime that I really like. Anime about a bunch of friends starting a club for the first time, or growing a new club that had been destroyed or whatever. I watched a bunch of those this year. And that's kind of what this reminds me of so far. But, you know. Yeah, you know. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted with the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Yeah, that's what people... That feeling when people ask me what I like to read. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Okay, tsundere. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking clearly. After seeing Yuri's sad smile. And what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with a finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Personally, I think it's really easy because you don't have to know anything about the real world. You can just make up stuff. That, as long as it fits the what you're trying to build in your own world. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid. Since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up. She thinks she can come from the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimum level. Ah, yes, horror. That's what we're all here for, right? Horror? At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But as a story makes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes stared over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? I left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give it back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you two is just as cute as you are. Sayori settles it behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Okay, this right here is weird. I'm not cute. The fact that they can move the little sprites around like that. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them with me sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing feeds even more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You have to be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. You have your own writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. The thing I can't capture with reading for these characters is if it was an intro in an anime, they'd be making lots of little noises with all their words. I guess it's the same for Yuri. No, I didn't want that. Return. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Okay. She has an idea, everyone. Well, we've been introduced to the main cast, so we're gonna find out what Monika's idea is, and I hope you're enjoying this. We're gonna do about the same length, about 20-minute episodes of this. I'm not sure how long of a game this is, but it's cute so far, and we'll see you next time on Doki Doki Literature Club. Kawaii desu.